It would be great if the electricity bill this winter would not be sky high, because sand batteries will warm us at a more affordable price. Thanks to the available resources, sand batteries are like a savior with the ability to store heat for many months while still providing a stable heat level from a total stored heat energy of 600 degrees Celsius. Sand batteries are considered an effective heating method with an energy density 3 times higher than traditional batteries and 70% less emissions into the environment, something that many companies are aiming for. So how will sand batteries change our lives? Let's find out in today's video. What is the thermal energy storage capacity of sand batteries? Sand batteries have emerged as a potential solution for green energy storage and development. Sand can store heat at around 600 degrees Celsius for multiple cycles of 220,462 pounds of sand for days or even months, providing a valuable source of cheap energy during the winter, a significant advantage over more widely used lithium-ion batteries, which can typically only hold a charge for a few hours. The storage system has 3 main components: a sand silo, an electric air heater, and an air-to-water heat exchanger. To charge the sand silo, air is heated in the electric air heater. The hot air is then circulated inside the silo using a heat exchanger and a fan to raise the temperature of the sand at the core of the silo to 600 degrees Celsius. When the storage enters the discharge phase, the fan is used to pump air into the pipes inside the sand silo. When the air reaches 200 degrees Celsius, it is transferred to an air-to-water heat exchanger, where it is used to boil water. It is then fed into the heating grid. The system can store 8 megawatt-hours of energy and release heat at a rate of 0.1 megawatts, enough to provide heat and hot water for about 100 homes and a public swimming pool, for 80 hours on a full charge. Sand batteries are estimated to have a lifespan of up to 10,000 cycles due to their high heat resistance and durability. Under the same conditions of good storage and use, sand batteries have a lifespan twice as long as lithium-ion batteries, reaching 3,000 charge-discharge cycles. When charged and discharged 20 to 200 times per year, the system can store 100 megawatt-hours of thermal energy from renewable energy sources such as solar and wind, reducing emissions by up to 70% by removing oil and gas from the heating network. More specifically, sand becomes denser over time, requiring less space to operate than liquid batteries, an ideal characteristic for a sustainable energy solution. Desert sand can reach 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, higher than molten salt, which only reaches 400 degrees Celsius. Compared to lithium-ion batteries, although also having high energy density, are not highly rated for their storage capacity, as they only work best in cool, ventilated environments. In contrast, harsh environments will damage the battery structure. Lithium's heat resistance is not as good as sand batteries because it will reduce the battery's lifespan, and in case of overload, it will cause damage and unwanted damage. How can sand batteries scale up energy density? Sand is a cheap natural resource that allows for low-cost, large-scale production of sand batteries, reducing the environmental impact by 70%. Sand batteries are expected to expand rapidly into the commercial market, creating a larger renewable energy system in the future. Technically, sand batteries can power more than 100 homes in the United States, with a charge and discharge time of up to 100 hours. Sand batteries are expected to cost 80% less than lithium batteries of the same size for electric vehicles, at less than $40 per kilowatt hour compared to over $300 for lithium batteries. Therefore, sand batteries are a potential option for the future of low-cost electric vehicles. On the other hand, sand has a relatively high density and moderate specific heat capacity, making it a basic but useful medium for storing thermal energy. Its thermal energy density is calculated to be around 1,280,000 joules per cubic meter, making it a viable option for large-scale, In particular, sand batteries can achieve energy densities 3 to 4 times higher than lithium batteries, thanks to the use of silicon as the main material and theoretically 10 times higher density than graphite. Even in the cold Finnish winters, sand batteries still work well. Research by Global Game Changers shows that sand batteries have 100 times higher conductivity at nanosand particle density than regular sand. Regular sand has impurities that reduce its ability to store heat. Nano-processed sand has a larger surface area, increasing thermal contact and reducing heat loss, improving energy storage efficiency. Sand battery systems can store up to 10 gigawatt-hours, enough for long-term or large-scale applications. Sand batteries have a thermal efficiency of 70 to 90%, allowing for efficient energy recovery and use. Therefore, sand batteries are increasingly becoming the optimal green energy solution. Why does a sand battery retain heat for a long time? Sand, when compacted and enclosed in a good insulation system, can retain high temperatures for a long time. This system is an insulated silo made of a steel shell, filled with sand and heat transfer tubes. In addition, equipment outside the warehouse is required, such as automation components, valves, fans, heat exchangers, or steam generators to provide heat for various purposes. On top of that, the nature of sand when heated will retain heat for a long time, lasting for months when properly managed. The temperature of the sand remains above 200 degrees Fahrenheit, even when the battery is partially charged. It can reach over 1000 degrees Fahrenheit when fully charged. That means the average temperature of a sand battery is 600 degrees Celsius when fully charged, while pure boiling water is 100 degrees. Yeah, that's hot. However, the temperature can be increased or decreased depending on customer demand. The sand battery system can provide enough thermal energy for about 10,000 people, showing the potential to support small communities or residential areas for months at a time. Furthermore, sand battery technology can also meet 36% of industrial heating needs, playing an important role in replacing the use of oil and gas, contributing to reducing emissions and increasing the sustainability of the energy system. Polar Night Energy emphasizes how sand batteries work perfectly in a circular economy. The company prioritizes using low-cost materials that provide high energy density and are not from scarce resources. For example, silicon in sand batteries has a higher thermal conductivity than graphite in lithium batteries, with a thermal conductivity of about 150 watts per meter per Kelvin, compared to 100 watts per meter per Kelvin for graphite. It is easy to see that silicon's thermal conductivity is more efficient than graphite, increasing heat transfer and avoiding heat loss when combined with supporting devices in the system. How do sand batteries impact the environment? Sand batteries are increasingly asserting themselves as a breakthrough solution to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, especially in the heating and gas sectors. By replacing traditional oil and gas, sand batteries not only reduce CO2 emissions, but also contribute to global environmental protection. Sand, as we have mentioned, is an abundant and easily exploited raw material that can be collected and used in large quantities without endangering resources. In particular, sand batteries are highly recyclable, operating effectively for many years without frequent replacement, helping to reduce waste and conserve resources. Moreover, sand batteries do not contain toxic chemicals like lithium-ion batteries, which can pollute water and soil when damaged or improperly disposed of. This not only reduces the risk of environmental pollution, but also ensures the safety of surrounding communities. How can sand batteries be used beyond generating electricity? We usually think of batteries as a source of electricity for devices or electric vehicles to operate. However, with sand batteries, the value you get is not just electricity. With a large capacity to store heat, sand batteries open up a new approach to using renewable energy. Sand batteries can store heat and use it to heat residential areas in the winter. When used in combination with heat pumps and solar panels, the Drake Landing solar community achieved a record 96% of its annual heating from solar energy in 2012. In 2015 to 16, that number skyrocketed to 100%. This is just one of many examples out there of sand batteries, which are becoming more popular and improving the lives of residential areas compared to before. Sand batteries turn wind energy from passive to active by storing excess energy as heat in sand. Instead of wasting it, wind turbines generate more electricity than needed, and the excess energy is converted to heat and stored. When the wind is weak or electricity demand increases, sand batteries release the heat to provide energy, such as heating a city, ensuring a stable energy source in winter. In addition, sand batteries have the potential to create a change in the electric car industry, with issues surrounding the safety, charging time, and energy density of lithium batteries. Sand batteries can speed up the charging process from 5 to 10 minutes, compared to lithium batteries up to 15 to 20 minutes. Of course, sand batteries will likely be integrated into combined heat and power systems, bringing high value as we can control them in real time, improve grid stability, and optimize the functions of the sand battery. Sand batteries can store heat for heating in winter or cooling machinery when overloaded, increasing productivity and efficiency in factories. Where will sand batteries take us on the road to green energy? We are at the dawn of a new era. Sand batteries are just starting to penetrate the consumer market and still have a long way to go. Before we can completely transform the energy landscape, let us know what you think in the comments below. We hope to bring the best information to you. Please give a thumbs up, join the channel by subscribing, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any great videos. We appreciate your feedback. Thank you for watching. Until then, stay safe and have fun.